Welcome students, I am Placida Pereira, Assistant Professor in Physics from Government College of Arts, Science and Commerce, KEPIT. The title of today's unit is Radioactivity, and the name of the module that we'll be covering today is Law of Radioactive Decay, under which we'll be studying the derivation of expression for exponential decay and half-life. The outline, we have the law of radioactive decay and half-life. At the end of this module, a learner will be able to derive the law of radioactive decay and also derive an expression for half-life. So let's begin with radioactivity. What is radioactivity? The spontaneous emission of nuclear radiation like alpha, beta or gamma by a nucleus is called radioactivity. When a nucleus undergoes alpha or beta decay, its atomic number changes and it becomes a nucleus of a different element. The energy that is liberated during radioactive decay comes from within the individual nuclei without external excitation. The radioactivity of an element arises from the radioactivity of one or more of its isotopes. Next, let's go to the law of radioactive decay. So let's derive the law of radioactive decay. For this, let's consider that a radioactive sample contains N0 nuclei at time t is equal to 0, that is at the beginning time or the initial time t is equal to 0, where the total number of atoms or nuclei are taken as N0. Suppose at any time t, there are n number of radioactive nuclei present. The number of nuclei of a given radioactive sample disintegrating per second is called the activity of that sample. Here dN by dt, that is the rate of the change of the number of atoms with respect to time, that is the rate of decrease of nuclei with time, is also called the activity at time t. Let's call this equation number 1. The rate of disintegration is directly proportional to the number of nuclei present. Whereas we can write this as the rate of change of n with respect to time is directly proportional to the number of atoms that are present at that particular instant of time. Removing the proportionality sign, we can write this as dN by dt, that is the rate of change of the number of nuclei with respect to time is equal to minus lambda times the number of nuclei that are present at that particular instant of time. Let's call this equation 2. The negative sign in equation 2 indicates that the number of nuclei decreases with increase in time t. Here lambda is also called the disintegration constant or decay constant, and lambda is a characteristic of a particular radioactive substance. Now rearranging the terms in equation 2, we get dN by n, which is equal to minus lambda times dt. Integrating this equation, we can also write this as integral dN by n, which is equal to minus integral of lambda dt. So integrating, we get log to the base e n, which is equal to minus lambda times t plus c. Let's call this equation 3, and c in this equation, that is equation 3, is also called as the integration constant. Now we need to obtain the value of this integration constant c. So in order to obtain the value of c, we apply the initial condition. Initial conditions that are at time t is equal to 0, we know that the number of nuclei that are present is equal to N0. That is, this is the number that was present initially. So we put these conditions in equation 3 and we obtain the value of log e N0 is equal to c. That is, we have obtained the value of the integration constant c. Now substituting the value of c, that is the constant of integration, in equation number 3, we obtain this equation, that is log e n is equal to minus lambda times t plus log e N0. So rearranging the above equation, we get it as log e n by N0, which is equal to minus lambda times t. Rearranging this further, we can write this as n by N0 is equal to exponential minus lambda t. Therefore, we get n is equal to N0 times exponential minus lambda t. This is your equation number 4. Also, it can be interpreted from equation 4 that the nuclei in a radioactive element decrease exponentially with time, as seen in equation 4. Equation 4 is called the exponential law of decay. Graphically, it can be interpreted as follows. That is, on the y-axis, we have the number of nuclei that are present at any instant of time t. On the x-axis, we have the time, and if n0 is the number of nuclei that were present initially, then the exponential curve shows us that the number of nuclei decrease exponentially with time. Next, we go to half-life. Half-life can also be denoted as t-half. Okay. What is half-life? Half-life is defined as the time interval during which half of a given sample of a radioactive substance decays. Since we have already established that the law of radioactive decay, that n is equal to n0 exponential minus lambda t, that is, the number of nuclei that are present at any instant of time is equal to the number of nuclei that were present initially into exponential minus lambda t, where lambda is the decay constant, or also called the disintegration constant. Let's call this equation A. Now, since we know from the definition of half-life that half-life is the time during which half of the sample gets reduced to the initial sample that was present. So, I denote T is equal to T half and N is equal to N naught, where N naught is a number that was present initially divided by 2. So, I substitute for T and N in equation A. So, we get N naught by 2. It is equal to n naught exponential minus lambda and t half. So rearranging that equation, we can write this as half is equal to exponential minus lambda t half. Taking the log, I get log of 2 is equal to lambda times t half. So we get an expression for the half-life as log 2 divided by lambda. And I can also write this as, since the natural log of 2 is 0.693, I can write the expression for half-life as 0.693 divided by lambda. So the above expression is an expression for half-life in terms of the disintegration constant for a specific radioactive element. These are the references. Thank you.